So let's take a look at the onboarding functionality within QJumpers. I've got this job here. If we click into the applicants, go into the onboarding area, you can see we've got one candidate here who has gone through the onboarding process right through to the contract received. Here we've got Kyle Parker. Now we haven't created his offer, and because we haven't done that, you can see these other boxes or statuses are grayed out, so we can't do anything there. So the first thing we have to do as a hiring manager or whoever has access is to click offer creation. Here you input what salary you want to pay this person, and this relates to what you set up when you created the job. If it's a wage role, here you'd have hourly, but this is a salaried role. On this side you can see what was approved when you loaded the job. So when you loaded the job, we approved a package from 50,000 to 75,000, as well as a 5% bonus and a BMW, which is very nice. So here we need to go in and check, select exactly what salary. If I was to offer 80,000, you can see I now have to give a reason, because this is outside the approved salary package. So reason, great candidate. Bonus, that's all good. We're still doing that. There's a drop down here. A muscle car. We've changed it from a BMW to a muscle car because this guy's got big muscles. We submit. Okay, so now what we see here is that the offer has been automatically approved. It's been automatically approved because I'm logged in as a system administrator. If I was a hiring manager and the salary I wanted to offer Kyle was outside of the approved range, this will say pending, and whoever has the rights to approve an offer for this job will be notified via email, and they will need to come in and approve the offer. If we didn't change the offer at all and we just went straight through, so now we get to this next state, verbal negotiation, that is now active, and this is just moving them through the status. So we can say that we made a verbal offer to Kyle, let's say it was Thursday last week. That verbal offer made status has changed, and then we can say, okay, was it accepted or declined? Let's say accepted. If we set declined, then this process would be on hold, and because the verbal offer was declined, so you would then need to go back and get approval from your HR person or the administrator to get a higher salary if that's what the candidate wants, and you'd come back here and submit a new offer. Because it's accepted, these two new areas are now active, so you can, if you want to, do background checks. This is just tracking that you've done background checks. It's not compulsory. So if we go in here, background checks requested, it was requested yesterday, for example. This part here will be integrated into, if you're using a background check system, that can be integrated there, and you can then get live updates if you're using that functionality to see what's happening. But because we haven't, it's just manual tracking. And let's say the background check was successful. In the notes, you're able to see exactly what's happened here. So a verbal offer was made, accepted, background check requested, initiated, and successful. So this is a great way to get transparency and a good audit trail of who did what when you're hiring for a role. Contract compilation. If you've got the employment documentation module, this would link into that, and this is where the system would automatically create your employment documents and offer letters and agreements. In this case, we haven't got it linked, so this is just tracking again. Okay, when was the agreement sent? Updates the status, you know the agreement has been sent, if the contract was received. And that's all there is to onboarding.